Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, boys? Grand rising to all my people out there, the subconscious galaxy, the Unchained gang. Shout out to all you guys, man. We appreciate all you guys for tuning in. And I got another video for you guys, man. I've been thinking about something. I just seen my boy Tim. Actually, go check out his channel too, you guys. His name is Ethereal, Etherreal. It's one of my close friends, and he just started an SR channel, and it's starting to take off. So if you guys haven't checked him out yet, go check it out, you guys. Super smart guy, and he's going strong on the SR journey. So there's tons of really good semen retention information amongst a whole other plethora of things. So go check him out, you guys. But he made a video about this, and I had to make my version of it because it's important. All right, and also got a story for my boy Martin as well that I'm going to mention. So it's just crazy how when you're tapped in with people on this journey, we all are pretty much synchronized. We all have similar downloads going on at the same time. So we're going to talk about how you see women differently on semen retention. So everything changes, and this comes this is all a result from receiving discernment, you guys. This is all part of discernment. Things weren't the same before we received discernment. It's just facts. God blessed us with these new pair of glasses that I always like to say, these magic glasses, to where we can see everything. We can see energy. We can see, who's high vibrational. We can see who's low vibrational, right? We can see who's into certain things that maybe we don't want to be associated with. And then we can see, people who are pure, and people who are into certain things that you might want to be involved with. People who believe in God, people who actually have a real spiritual practice. People who are, not obsessed with money and fame and all these things of the world that will eventually disappear. As the Bible tells us, you guys, we're supposed to stack our riches up in the heavenly places and not here on the earth. It says the things here on the earth will eventually disappear and crumble, and get dust. And I don't know the exact wording on the verse, but that's what he's talking about, guys. God is talking about money, fame, all these different things. Nice cars, nice house. Yeah, it's cool to have that stuff, but now they're playing, as always, trying to interrupt me. But all those things fade away, you guys. It's cool to have them, just in general, like short term. There we go. I had a weird lighting on the video, you guys. But that's what it is, all right? So I'm going kind of on a tangent here, but let's get right into it. You will view women differently on semen retention. You're not going to see women the same, all right? And let's get into why this happens, you guys. So the discernment kicks in. We start to see everybody for who they are. We start to see everybody for their spirit, right? We see, and this is especially accurate for the women. All right, we're on a path now of where it's very hard to deceive us, you guys. I've made whole videos about this, but it's not just the women, it's the guys too. But we can read people's energy, and we can read what people are into. You know what I mean? Basically, everything is out in the open, where you can read people, especially with the women, you guys. Like, everything is really out in the open. The way that they dress, the amount of makeup that they have on, their body language, the way they speak to you, the way they speak to other people, the way they treat other people, the way they're, behaving. I'll see different types of girls, maybe like at the gym or something. They look good, right? They're attractive. They have good physical qualities, you know what I'm saying? But they're just like glued to their phone, and they're like, and they don't smile. Like, they're just very bland. And to me, that's a red flag. That means that their spirit something's going on with their spirit, to where maybe they're addicted to their phone. I know a lot of people suffer with that these days, but I don't know. It's just bad vibes. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just something that we pick up with our discernment. So everything is out in the open to us on semen retention, right, guys? So we're not going to be able to, or we're not going to tolerate any BS. We're not gonna tolerate anything or any type of manipulation, right? This makes me think of my boy Martin, who just went through something. Shout out to my podcast partner, Martin, as always. He basically went through this thing where he was at work, and I've told this story before, but this is just relevant for this video. He was weed whacking, and this girl, wherever he was at, the property that he was working at, popped through the window and was like trying to holler at him, right? Because she's seen the glow, she's seen his energy, she picked up on his vibe, so she already knew what's up. She knew that my boy's the king, right? And she wanted to holler at him. And then immediately, like a couple days into them texting or whatever, she said some entitled type stuff, right? To where she said, "Oh, I don't want you ruining my body," or something, when she was talking about his body, right? So she's putting out the energy that she already had claimed him, or that she owned him, or just disgusting energy. And that's not gonna fly for guys like us on retention. We see through that stuff. That's a red flag. Previous version of ourselves might have been into that and been like, oh, she's claiming me, right? It gives you an opportunity to be a simp, right? And fall into a trap and then end up into a relationship with the wrong person. So this is all kind of like love bombing, manipulation type stuff. And we see all this stuff, on Semen retention. So we're not going to tolerate any of that. We're not going to tolerate any type of manipulation that these women are trying to do. But that's basically what it is, you guys, is that we see the women as spirits now. We don't see them as a piece of meat. We don't see them as their physical attributes. Their physical attributes don't even hit the same, right? Like if they got, a nice butt or whatever. Our old self used to put so much value into this, and that a lot of guys do put a lot of value into this, to where they'll choose women to be with simply off of their physical attributes, if they look good or not, right? They're not looking at the spirit, they're not looking at their personality. And that's how you end up in a soul tie situation or a relationship with someone that you're not supposed to be in. All right, guys, so we see women as a spirit now, not a piece of meat. And the women who come around us, they have to meet our criteria now, guys. You know what I mean? Like for me, if I'm going to entertain speaking with a female, she has to believe in God, right? She has to have a spiritual practice. But for me, she has to be a Christian. She has to believe in Jesus and believe in God. And she doesn't have to go to church. Church is whatever. Church is something different. But for me, if the woman that I want to start a family with and be with, I want her to be a Christian. I want her to have the same beliefs and values as me, right? So we can be equally yoked. I've made videos on this before, but that's how it is, man. And a lot of these girls today, 90% of these girls are going to expose themselves. There are a lot of Christian women out there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the right type of woman. There's still more criteria, to be met. I don't need to go down the line, but we all have our own personal criteria and our own personal list of things that we need in a partner, right? So don't compromise that, you guys. Don't put that to the side and have it be something that you sweep under the rug, because that's how you end up in a relationship for a long period of time that could essentially waste a lot of your time. For me, I was with the wrong girl for 6 years, this last relationship, you guys. So it's pretty crazy, man. But that's it, man. You view women completely differently because you see the spirit, and you're not going to be falling victim to the little traps that they try to set, because that's what a lot of them do. They'll love bomb you, get you to a place to where they, guys, what they're used to. They're used to interacting with simps. That's kind of like the bottom line, is that these women are used to interacting with all the other guys that aren't on semen retention. They don't love themselves. They don't value themselves. They don't have a connection with God. So they'll end up simping, right? They'll be like, oh, this is a woman. She has a vagina, right? Or she has, she looks good. I'm going to, give my life to this person because she's going to give me sex, or she'll give me attention and love, and end up being a simp, right? And you compromise your masculine essence for a woman, right? And we do the opposite here on SR. We stay in our masculine frame, and we attract women, and we attract feminine women, right? We're not going to attract some masculine woman who wants to dominate us and be a boss and all this stuff, you know, lead the way, and that's not what we're looking for. So that's what it is that these women are used to being around simps, and they're used to men, you know, crumbling, you know, and being basically like, you know, they're bitch, right? And that's not what that is not how we want to act, you guys. A lot of men these days are just looking to smash, you know, they just want someone to smash, so they're not even on our level spiritually. So women come around us and they expose themselves, right? Because they're not ready. They think that we're just like those other guys, you know, and we're not. So that's why they behave like this. But it's, you know, it is what it is, man. You're gonna have to reject a lot of girls, you know, when you're on this pathway, and you're gonna have to put a lot of girls in the friend zone, but that's okay. It is what it is, man. You know, you got to have your criteria, you got to have your standards set, and you got to be able to stand on those. So, all right, guys, this video is already longer than I expected, so I'm going to cut it short. But women are not going to be viewed the same, you guys. When you go on semen retention, everything's going to change. You're going to be able to see which type of women are this way and which type of women are that way, you know, and you want to make sure you pick the right one for you. So, all right, guys, these birds have been going crazy in this video. That's kind of tight. All right, guys, much love. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Have a good day. Peace.